They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Down! Whitey! Check 55 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, Washington. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first, here's Washington. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot. 56, check 56. Ready?
On second down and 4. Minshew, pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Minshew. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Running it, Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Washington's got it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready. And two start.
56. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Five.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. It's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
High 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He finds an opening past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 34.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Undercrush, undercrush. Purdue. Express.
Hey, Charlie.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and now it's 3rd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try now for Crosby. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Around 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. They've got his man complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's get it.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey. Snap.
They run with Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56.
Hey, team 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew, he's going to look deep for more, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Deuce.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Washington. And an alley to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Down. 180. 637. You got nothing to work. You got nothing. Hey, Zoo. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Switch. Hey, check right. 29. Watching you grind.
To throw, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Warner. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From midfield, here's Carr. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Big stop, G.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day, just like that. Just like that. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now on 2nd and 16. Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here to tie. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, go!
Now Minshew. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bravo.
56 to Mike.
Minshew sets to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, box drop.
59.
Yes. Get it.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it toward...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Pittsburgh, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside